While Nvidia dropped 4%, AMD is actually up 2.5%, and I'm currently long. I'm holding shares. And in this video, I want to go over why I am currently bullish on this position, why I think that there's a chance that we could see AMD back up at best case $155 to $160 in the coming weeks, and overall what my criteria of entry was for the stock. Now, the very first thing is that if we zoom out and we take a look at the weekly chart, you're going to notice that structure for the stock still is bullish. The way that we figure this out is that we go to that weekly chart and we take a horizontal draw tool. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take that tool and we're going to mark off all of our most recent lows. So you're going to see we have a low all the way down at 55. We have a low at 63. We have a low here at 89, another one at 96, another one here at 122, and a recent low at 134. Just by looking at those lows, you're going to see that we're making higher lows each and every single time. That higher low is showing that market structure is currently bullish or currently in an upward movement. Now, if we look at the highs, you're going to notice the highs are actually making lower highs. And as of recently, we're making higher lows. This leads to what's called a market compression. There are three ways that the market moves, or three modes that I like to call them. The first mode is called an expansion. This happens when price is breaking out to the upside with significant buying pressure behind it. The second type of move is the same thing but to the downside, and this is called a capitulation. This happens when there is a massive sell-off with significant selling pressure behind it. And now the third is called a compression, and this happens, it can sideways, it can happen sort of in a downward motion, but this occurs when price is sitting within a tight range, and that is where positions are being built. You will notice by looking at AMD that price is compressing. And so the longer that price will compress, the longer the breakout or expansion or breakdown / capitulation will be. And this is why I do ultimately believe that in the next 12 to 24 months that we will see AMD back up at $220 and $240. I personally think that this most recent sell-off is actually a massive trap. Now, the final thing that I want to look at here on the weekly chart before we move into the smaller time frame is going to be this support right here at $138. You're going to notice that price pulled underneath of that support, most likely tagged a bunch of people out. And now it looks like this BX trender is going to close with higher lows, and the BX might even flip green in the next couple of weeks. If we move in closer on the daily chart, you're going to see that the BX trender has actually been green for the past 4 to 5 sessions. This indicator is going to show us buying and selling pressure. It's completely free. It's a mix of an RSI and a MACD. And if you guys want to learn how exactly I use this, the link to the BX trender course and how to set it up is going to be down in the description. Last time this happened, price did sell off about 5%, and we did take a loss. But this is normally a sign that short-term buying is stepping in and that we're going to test a potential push back up. Now, if we remove that green section, you're going to see that there is a gap sitting up here between $160 and $155. This gap is the main target that I'm looking for short term. What I think is going to happen is that AMD is going to push its way back up to $150 and meet this $150 resistance level. I think that there is a very high chance from there that AMD will reject and pull its way back down to $142 or $143. This would create a inverted head and shoulders. The shoulder forms when price sells off. Price pushes back up into this resistance level. Price sells off into a lower low. This area is considered the head because it made a lower low. And what we would need from this point is price to push back up, like we said, into that potential high, reject back down to create a right shoulder, and then from there, break out to fill this gap at 160 by the end of the year, maybe into early 2025. And the very last reason why I'm very bullish at this point for AMD is the fact that all three of my trading bots are currently in position. You're going to see the BX trading bot is currently in a position because the daily chart has flipped from red to green, and this bot will be looking to ride AMD back up to 147 and 150 before the BX turns red. You're also going to notice that the 1 hour trading bot is long. It took a position on Friday in which it took profit at the best time today, up around $142. Price pulled back into support and re-entered long, looking to make a push back up, like we said, to 148 and 150. And on top of that, the short-term quantitative bot is also still currently long, looking for that move back up to 146 and 148. If you want access to the free BX indicator and all the indicators that you see here, you can get all of our courses completely free. The link is in the description. Everything over there will show you exactly how we've been able to make $3.9 million this year, only having a 64% win rate. And if you want to get access to all of my real-time trades, all of the trading bot alerts live, and our private Discord community, then you can join our private academy. The link is going to be in the description, and we have a pre-Black Friday sale that is good until tonight, Monday the 25th at midnight, where you can use the code MARKET10 to join for 90% off your first month. So it's only $10 your first month to come in, try it out, and make sure it fits your lifestyle. We've created the entire Discord community and trading system for people who work full time. We have trading bots that you only have to check once per day at 4 p.m., other trading bots that only fire once every single hour. Who love day trading, we also have quantitative bots that are firing every 15 minutes. This video helped, and we'll see if AMD ends up moving back up to our target within the next couple of weeks.